Welcome to this final module. We've covered a ton of ground on our AI governance journey, so in this session, we're going to recap the essential highlights from all 9 chapters. Think of it as a high-level map of everything we've learned. So let's start by revisiting the very foundation of this entire tutorial, the core definition of AI governance. At its heart, it's all about creating a framework, a playbook really, to make sure you're using AI responsibly, ethically, and in a way that truly aligns with your business goals. It's that critical balance between innovation and managing risk. We began our review with the departments that are right on the front lines, the ones that interact directly with your people and your customers, HR, marketing, sales, and support. For human resources, we explore that central challenge of leveraging AI for tasks like recruiting and onboarding, which is great for efficiency, but doing it without introducing bias or compromising sensitive employee data. And what's really interesting here is how the mitigations we discussed, like doing regular bias audits and having strict data access controls, are absolutely crucial for protecting both the organization and its employees. And this quote just brilliantly illustrates the main takeaway for HR, doesn't it? AI should be a tool that assists, that augments human judgment, but it should never ever replace the essential human decisions we make about people's careers. For marketing and sales, we discovered some similar but also very distinct challenges. Marketing had to worry about protecting the brand from potentially off-message AI-generated content, while sales really needed to focus on protecting sensitive customer data and, just as importantly, those customer relationships. And finally, in customer support, the main focus was on preventing AI from giving out inaccurate information or, even worse, exposing customer data. Either one of those could immediately damage the brand's reputation. All right, let's move on and see how this builds into the functions that form the operational backbone of the entire enterprise. I'm talking about finance, IT, and engineering. We saw a super clear pattern here, right? Each department's biggest risk was tied directly to its most critical asset. For finance, it was financial integrity. For IT, it was proprietary code. And for engineering, it was all about product safety. And the crucial point across all of these departments was that while AI could definitely assist, it was the qualified human professionals who remained accountable for that final verification. Human oversight is key. Our review then shifted to the highest stakes functions, the areas where the consequences of an AI failure could be, well, catastrophic. We're talking about legal and research and development. We explored how using AI in legal work required extreme caution. You have to protect those confidential communications and uphold professional responsibilities. It's a huge deal. And for R&D, the risk of exposing some pre-patent invention to an AI tool was a central theme. Why? Because it could literally destroy the value of years and years of research in a single instant. The stakes are just immense. We saw that top pharmaceutical companies invest on average $2.3 billion in R&D every single year. So, a premature disclosure of an invention through an AI tool, that could result in a lost competitive advantage of 18 to 24 months. That's an eternity in most industries. And in these research-intensive industries, we learned that as much as 65% of a company's entire value can be tied to its intellectual property. That's what's at stake. So, after reviewing all those risks and opportunities across the company, the tutorial concluded with a clear, actionable path forward for you to take. You learned that building a successful governance program follows these 5 critical steps. And it's not a one-time project, it creates this cycle of continuous improvement. And this brings us to the final crucial point. We've provided a general framework in this tutorial, but, every organization is unique. This specialized training is designed to address the specific tools and processes that can help reduce risks and, of course, enhance productivity goals right within your own organization. For this very reason, we develop customized training only after we've had a chance to collaborate closely with an organization to really identify its unique needs and priorities. So, to learn more about creating a training program that is tailored specifically for your organization, please feel free to reach out to Bob Slovic. Thank you so much for completing this tutorial.